So as we all know, Pavlov on PC has received a big new update, and the biggest question that I receive is where's the update on Pavlov Shack? As the community now feels that Pavlov Shack is the game that is dying. So for you Quest 2 players out there, I'm here to tell you some good news and some bad news. Now the good news is they are working on an update for Pavlov Shack, and we have a couple of little details about what this update's gonna have. A lot of the stuff that's gonna come in this new update for Pavlov Shack is really unconfirmed, such as additions like crossplay. Is that coming to Pavlov Shack? Well, we don't know yet, but the devs have confirmed that they want to add this into the game. But we have yet to get any details on how crossplay will work on the Quest 2 version compared to like PC and PSVR 2. Will PC and PSVR 2 have to downgrade their game just to play with Shack players? Or will it be the same type of crossplay that we have right now for PC and PSVR 2? There are still very many questions that the Pavlov Shack community has that have been unanswered. And now the bad news is we don't know when this update's coming out or what it's going to have in it, except for a few things. We know that the new Russian LMG, the PKM, is going to be in the game. We're also going to be getting some UI overhauls and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it. That's about all we know that's coming into the brand new update. Another huge question is, will this be a new RC update like the RC2, or will they make the current RC that we're playing the live version of the game? There's still a lot of uncertainties in the community of how this game is even going to work. Will the community be split up still between 3 different versions of Pavlov, or will we be able to play on 1 or 2 different versions of the game? I don't know. Also, I can tell you another reason this update is taking so long is because they're also porting Shack to Unreal Engine 5. And also that is why the RC2 was so buggy when it released. It takes a lot of work to port a game into a new engine. It's not as simple as drag and drop. They pretty much have to redo the entire game just to get it to work on the new engine. So there's a reason this update is taking a while. Now my biggest question is, why don't they finish release candidate 1 before they start working on release candidate 2? Because number 1, that's going to split the community into 3 different groups. Number 2 is that they haven't even finished the previous build before working on a new build. There's also still a lot of game breaking bugs in the RC1, and they're already trying to move to RC2. It just seems a little sloppy on the community's end, and I'm sure a lot of us can agree with that. Unless you live in the Pavlov Discord every day where they promise you a lot of things that they never even release. Because it never fails that there's always going to be hardcore fans that defend the devs no matter what they do. They could literally take 90% of the content out of the game and they'd be like, oh, well, they're doing something big, guys. It's going to be important. And really what that is doing is screwing the game up, because you're going to defend them no matter what. They're going to feel like it's okay. They can do whatever they want to the community. But for me, I'm always going to criticize where they're making mistakes, because I want them to improve. I want them to make a better game, because I don't hate Pavlov, I love it. And if you're defending the devs no matter what, it seems like you're the one that hates the game. I mean, shit, if you're fine playing on one version for a complete year, that do you, bro, because I want an update. I want content. I want the game to feel more alive. But anyways, I'm getting off track here. So basically, the team has to optimize the game to be able to port it to Unreal Engine 5. That's the reason this update is taking so long, over a year long. They were also working on porting PC to Unreal Engine 5, as well as building a whole new game for PSVR 2, which is now one build, which is PC and PSVR. And now I'm sure the next thing on their to-do list is to make an update for Pavlov Shack. And I would still say with PC and PSVR 2 combined, Pavlov Shack still has the biggest player base out of all the games. So if we are able to get this update with crossplay, the new engine, new guns, I'm sure the game will feel more alive than it ever has. So guys, just sit back, relax, let the devs do their thing, just keep playing the game if you want to. Or you could try to just take a break like I did and come back to the game when it's updated, and it'll feel a lot more fresh. Even if they don't add that much into the game in terms of gameplay. Because what you don't want to do is burn yourself out of the game, and then when the update comes out and you only get one new weapon, maybe some new maps, I mean, you'll feel like you didn't really get that much for waiting that long. And for you guys that are just really excited for this update, you can't wait for it to come out, you need a date now. I've heard some speculation that the update will come out in around 2 months from now. Now don't quote me on this, because I don't know if this is true, so take it with a grain of salt. But at the very least, we know that it could come out 2 months from now. Just keep in mind that they've got a lot of optimizing and porting over to Unreal Engine 5 to do before we even get close to this update. But really, my expectations for this update is hopefully that Shack will get crossplay, and I know that's a lot to ask for. But ever since I've played the newest build on PC, it has been game changing. So if they could potentially do this on Quest 2, Pavlov would feel more alive than ever before. But once again, this is all speculation, so I don't know if they're really going to do crossplay or not. And there will have to be some kind of gimmick to get it to even work. But hey, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know if you're tired of waiting for this update or if you're still really excited for it. Regardless of what you say, I'm excited to see what you guys have to say down below. Also, sorry for such a short video, just had to answer some of your guys' questions in regards to the Pavlov Shack update. But anyways guys, peace out.